What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. Here to do another softball recap, day two of the season for the Sooners. Before we get started, check out the fan stop at thefanstop.com. Like the videos, comment, turn on your notifications. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sooners remain perfect 2 days into the season behind the perfect game in the first game of Bella Smith, 8-0 against Cal Baptist. We'll start with that one before we get to the second game, which was Cal State Fullerton. But Hunter, perfect game. Bella Smith, 52 pitches, perfect game, 40 of those strikes, unbelievable performance. And then on the offensive side, it was Ella Parker and Nelly Mac really kind of carrying the team in that one.
Yeah, just about as dominant can get in college softball, unless you're getting to the point of you're scoring dozens of runs and all that. But a perfect game, 52 pitches at that in 5 innings. I mean, that's 10 and some change per inning with 6 strikeouts. You mentioned the strikes thrown there at 40, which is very efficient. 15 up, 15 down, 5 flyouts and 4 ground outs. And then at the plate for the Sooners, they had 16 hits in this first game. A quarter of them came off the bat of Ella Parker. Ella Parker has been just phenomenal these first 2 days, as you would expect for an All-American, and who's probably going to arguably be the best player on this team for Oklahoma and for years to come. Another extra base hit, and as you mentioned, really get the scoring started. Nelly Mac, 3 of 4 with the home run, 3 RBIs. Tia Malloy with her first career hit being a home run as well. So a great performance for Oklahoma in the early game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, and Tia Malloy on the left side of the plate, Hunter, is going to be very valuable as the season progresses. I just think Patty Gasso is going to have a very difficult time keeping her out of the lineup. She was extra hitter today, but I mean, she can play a lot of different areas out in the field. So I think she's going to be very valuable this season. And Bella Smith, Hunter, I mean, you talked about there her stats, kind of how all the outs came, but she's someone, I mean, she's from Campbell. Her strikeouts, even yesterday, when she came in relief of Sam Landry, I think had 5 strikeouts in 3 innings. I really think that Sooner fans are going to be very, very, they already are, impressed by Bella Smith. You didn't get to see her in the fall battle series. So there was a lot of, I guess you could say, question marks. And I don't mean that in a negative way, just wondering what Bella Smith was going to be like. And she has come on, been unbelievable in 2 outings thus far this season.
Yeah, I've been about as good as you can be. I mean, 2-0 in the win-loss column, 8 1/3 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts. First 2 days of the season. Trying to find a pitch count. They do not have that listed on here. I would have to go back and find that in a minute. But again, back-to-back days of just really electric stuff. And I would say, like, for the most part, this Oklahoma staff has been great. They've given up runs, yes, but that happens. Like the ways of Oklahoma before, of really just not giving up anything, it's not going to be that way. Like it was unbelievable that it did happen like that. Now runs are going to happen, but it's they're also able to, one, they have one of the best lineups you can ask for on the other end for them to give them security to where they can go out there and pitch a little freely and try to put stuff over the plate to try to force swing and misses or ground out, fly outs, whatever. And every now and then hits happen and runs happen after that. But as long as they can continue to find the strike zone, this staff is going to be really good. And you've seen really now 4 pitchers. Saw Peyton Monticelli 5 in game 2, but only faced 2 batters with 2 strikeouts. interesting there, kind of transitioning into the second game, is it's 4 games into the season, and Peyton Monticelli has only faced 2 batters.
Yeah, and struck them both out. And Gabby Garcia had RBI in the first game, and second game she gets it started with the grand slam. Grand slam in that game. Emmerling, another home run. That's impressive to see her. 2 bombs. Sydney Barker gets her first long ball of the year. Right after the announcer was talking about how early Patty Gasso and OU were in recruiting Sydney Barker. But yeah, let's get to the second game. OU wins 13-3 against Fullerton. And Hunter, this was interesting because Kirsten Deal gets the nod. I thought it might be Peyton Monticelli. Kirsten Deal gets a nod. Looked okay, and then was out early. It'd be interesting to see what word comes from that. If there was anything, or just precautionary, or just wanting to change it up some. I don't know, Hunter. I haven't really heard anything on that. Maybe you have. I have not. But Peyton Monticelli comes in, gets 2 strikeouts. Love the passion from Peyton Monticelli. And then you have Audrey Lowry coming in, did allow the 3-run bomb, but then Sam Landry closed it out. The strikeouts from this staff is going to continue to be, they're going to be high strikeout pitchers. I love that. They're going to really be able to mow the other team down pretty handily. And then again, on the offense, it was nice to see 13 runs in this game. Not near as many hits, but more runs.
Yeah, that was the interesting part for Oklahoma. Is look in that first game, they mentioned it, 16 hits in a 5-inning game. And then the second game, they put up 13 runs, but only have 7 hits. So, yeah, pitching staff, again, runs happened, but 11 strikeouts for the staff, unless I misadded that. Sorry, 10 strikeouts for the staff. Monticelli with 2, Deal with 1, Lowry with 3, and Sam Landry with 4 for the staff there. Again, the pitching has been impressive these first few days for Oklahoma. And then at the plate, you mentioned it, Gabby Garcia, one of the many freshmen, hitting a grand slam. Isabella Emmerling, again, another home run for her. Sydney Sanders had a RBI single before that grand slam as well. And then another freshman, Sydney Barker, with the home run to give Oklahoma a 10-run lead in the 7th inning.
And one reason they had so many runs on few hits is 11 walks given up by Fullerton. OU very patient at the plate, which is showing some control there. That's something else to always keep an eye on, OU's patience at the plate. But, Hunter, what do we got left this weekend coming up?
You mentioned the free passes for Oklahoma. Abby Dayton got hit by a pitch 3 times today. That is quite the feat for.
She's Chuck Knobloch of softball, Hunter.
Yeah, it's been great these first few games as well with hits and all that. So a couple more games left in the Cali trip for Oklahoma. They've played 4 so far. They play again tomorrow night, or depending on when you're watching this, Saturday, 5 o'clock against Loyola Marymount. That game will be on ESPN Plus, and then Sunday, the final game of the road trip, back to where it all started for Patty Gasso against Long Beach State. That's at 1 o'clock on ESPN Plus as well. So rest of the trip will be televised with multicams compared to the or should be multicams if it's on ESPN Plus compared to some of the singular cams that you saw past couple days with Sooner Sports.
There you have it. Sooners remain perfect, 4-0 on the season. 2 more games on this West Coast trip. Make sure you're subscribed to the Sooner Surge. We'll have it all covered here for you. Subscribe, hit the like, give us a comment. What do you think of the game today? And we'll see you next time here on the Sooner Surge.